I'm back to Tell the Truth channel. Please like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. And could y'all hit the bell? I appreciate that too. Um, all right, I'm back to retract on the conversation with my grandchildren was just talking about. Now, that's why I said, that's why I put them on here to let y'all know that you have to let your children learn from their mistakes. You have to let them learn because what they was just got through talking about, they still got a lot to learn about the do's and the don'ts, and not letting nobody take you for granted. They have to learn that. They have to know that it's more into a relationship is to not let nobody push all over you. They have to know that what you're going to stand for and what you're not going to stand for. And that's what the young adults got to learn. They got to know how to put their foot down and walk away from red flags. When you know that it's not right, it's time to let it go. Don't keep going at it over and over. If you feel that this person is not treating you right, it's time to let it go. Do not hold on to something that's not right. So that's why I had my granddaughters to come on here to speak to y'all so y'all can understand what a young adults go through when they date. So it's hard for us to try to get to our young adults because one minute they'll listen to us and one minute they won't listen to us. So you got to let them learn for themselves. You got to let them learn. So that's the reason why I put them on here, to let y'all hear this. That you cannot make your young adults do something that they don't want to do. They're going to have to learn for themselves. Because no matter if you talk to them blue in the face, they still going to do what they want to do. So they got to learn from their mistakes just like we learn from ours. And the only thing you can do is let them fall and let them pick themselves up. But they got to do it on their own. They cannot have our help. They have to do it for themselves. That's all in living. That's all in, living your life. That's the only way they're gonna learn by, growing up. Cause we can't always hold their hands for what they go through. They got to learn from their mistakes. We can't hold their hands. Once they grow up and we let them fly, they're going to have good and bad relationships. And they got to know the difference between the good and the bad. So the only way they're going to learn is for us to just let them go out there and feel what everybody else feel in the world, because we all go through heartbreaks and we all got to learn from our mistakes. But the point is, you just don't give up on love. Regardless of what you go through, you just do not give up on love. Regardless, because you're going to have your ups and downs. You just got to know how to walk away from it when you go through it. You can't keep letting nobody use you and abuse you. You understand what I'm saying? You can't do that. You got to know when to walk away. When enough is enough, you got to walk away. You can't keep going back to the same thing over and over, want to get your heartbreak, thinking that things going to change. Because if it ain't changed all that time, it's not going to change. And that's what the young adults got to understand. If you're going to keep going through it and you're going to keep putting up with it, you're going to keep getting your heartbreak. So the first thing you could do is just walk away. Don't keep letting somebody break your heart that's not going to change. You got to walk away. You can't keep going through it. You got to understand that enough is enough and that you're not going to take it no more. That's what you got to understand. So that's why I say, let your children learn, because we had to learn, they got to learn too. We cannot hold their hands. They have to learn from their own mistakes. So that's why I put them on here so y'all can hear that. So let your young adults learn from their own mistakes, because you cannot help them. They're not going to hear you. Love is blind. And like I said, you could talk to them till you're blue in the face. If they're in love, they're not going to listen. They got to work. They got to open their eyes and realize that you can get your heart broken. You just got to know how to walk away and not keep getting your heart broken. That's what you got to deal with. That's what they got to understand. So that's why I come back on here to talk to y'all about. Let them learn from their own mistakes. Do not pick up for them. Let them learn, because that's the only way they're going to understand the difference between good and bad. You got to let them learn. Thank y'all for listening to me. Jesus love you. Father love you. The Holy Ghost, the angels, the ancestors, and I love y'all. And I'll be back to talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day.